What's up, Meta Nerds? This video is all about the A-9 Vigilance interceptor. It was manufactured by Kuat Drive Yards, the same people that built the Delta 7 Aethersprite class light interceptor, and brand new would cost you about 185,000 credits, making it more than 3 times the cost of a TIE fighter and about 10 grand more than an A-wing. At a length of 7.4 meters, or 24 feet, it was an Ewok longer than a TIE fighter, and with a height of 3.5 meters, or 11.5 feet, it stood about the same height as an AT-RT. With a top atmospheric speed of 1,300 kilometers per hour, or 808 miles per hour, it was slightly faster than a TIE interceptor, and the exact same speed as an A-wing. This unique ship design had the pilot sitting in this cockpit, which was located right behind the sensor arrays, and in front of the main power generator, which would provide energy to its large thrusters. Each thrust engine had its own additional power generator, and hanging down from the main body of this ship were the dual heavy laser cannons, much more powerful than what you'd find in a TIE fighter, and which also had a greater range, being able to swivel up and down. Most pilots modified these even further, allowing this gun to aim downward, allowing it to lay down fire on a target while performing strafing runs. And the most skilled pilots could actually aim these two laser cannons at different targets, a fact that would have made most other starfighters throughout history extremely jealous of this Vigilance interceptor. Kuat Drive Yards was most famous for producing their Imperial-class Star Destroyers, and so they thought that the Empire would surely buy up their A-9 interceptors, but they were already satisfied with their contracts with Sinar Fleet Systems, and decided just to stick with their TIE series. To combat the A-Wing, the Empire passed over the A-9 Vigilance, and instead went with the TIE interceptor, and so ironically, this ship would actually be produced by the Empire's enemy, the rebels that gave rise to the New Republic. After the Battle of Endor, and the fragmented Empire was trying to hold on to its assets, a Kuat Drive Yard factory actually freed itself from its Imperial governor, and were happy to fulfill this contract for the New Republic. It would most often be used alongside the E-Wing, as this free tech-made starfighter actually contained a hyperdrive and shielding, whereas like most ships designed for the Empire, the A-9 had neither of these. To address this, Kuat Drive Yards developed the A-10 interceptor, but there is almost no information on this ship, though we should assume that at least shielding was a part of the upgrades. By the year 40 ABY, when the Second Galactic Civil War broke out, A-9s were actually used on each side of the fighting, but it was the Corellian Defense Force who decided to incorporate the A-10 interceptor in great numbers. But that's it for the A-9 Vigilance interceptor, and the only cool fact that we have is that there was a predecessor, the A-6 interceptor, which were used in the Stark Hyperspace War, an event which took place about 12 years before Episode 1, in the year 44 BBY. But really, all that is known about this ship is that it had 3 cannons instead of 2, and appeared to have had 1 major engine instead of 2 on the ends of the wings. And perhaps the wings on the A-6 was where the deflector shields and repulsor lifts might have been located. But that's it for the A-9 Vigilance interceptor. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, never cross Kuat. They'll overthrow your governor and make ships for your successor, and the Force will be with you, always.